Everyone, my name is Gracie and today I will be showing you how to make ice cream in a bag. So what we will need today are, you will need some sugar, you will need salt, and then you can use half and half, or you can also use half a cup of whole milk and half a cup of cream, which is what I am going to do. And then you will also need some vanilla. And then to measure out some things, you will need, well, if you're doing half whole milk and half cream, you'll need half a cup measure, or you can use a cup if you're using half and half. You'll need a quarter cup measure, and this will be for salt that we will add. And then you will also need a tablespoon to measure the sugar, and then teaspoon or half a teaspoon to measure the vanilla extract. Okay, so let's get started then. And I will also make sure that I post the ingredients for you in a bit. All right, so let's see. Okay, so what you're going to do first, so let me see if I can get the ingredients list up there for you. Okay, might have to do that later. Okay, so you'll take your, also, sorry, I forgot to mention, you will need a big Ziploc bag as well as a small Ziploc bag. So the small Ziploc bag, we are going to start with this, and we are going to get our measuring cups. So I have my half a cup measuring cup, and I'm going to pour some whole milk into that. Make sure you unzip the bag before you try to pour things into it. Okay, so the bags I have are a little easier to kind of set on the counter and pour into, but you might want to ask somebody to hold it just to help you get started. Okay, so leave these out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. Alright, so here we've got our whole milk. Let's pour that into our measuring cup here. Now I'm going to kind of stick it inside the bag so when I'm pouring it, it doesn't spill everywhere. I'm going to shake this up. Okay. Try to move this closer so you can see a bit more what I'm doing. Okay, so here we've got the bag. I'm going to pour this in here. Okay, now I'm going to measure my cream. So I'm using this, which is heavy whipping cream. Ooh, there it is. So yeah, any sort of heavy cream should work just fine. Alright, so I'm going to pour that in here carefully, sort of inside the bag so I don't spill it. Alright, there we go, step one complete. Alrighty, now I'm going to just stick this over in the sink since I don't need this anymore. Alright, so next step is we are going to measure our vanilla. Alright, so here's our vanilla, and might be a little bit left in this one, so I'll start with that. Then we need 1.5 teaspoons. So I have my half a teaspoon measure here, and what I'm going to do, since it's 1.5 teaspoons, is I'm just going to fill this up 3 times. So we got 1, 2, comes out fast. Alright. Let's not make a huge mess here, Gracie. All right, just got a little vanilla on the outside of the bag, so I'm going to wipe that down. And on this part of the bag. All right, I'm just going to wipe it off so that we don't have it making a mess. Okay, and now the last step for this part is I'm going to add a tablespoon of sugar. So, got my tablespoon measure here. Let's see what I'm doing. So, here we've got our sugar, and I'm going to measure 1 tablespoon of sugar. All right, there we go. So that is the first part. And now what we need to do is we need to seal this bag up. Now I have the little slidey zips, so it makes it pretty easy, but you know, if you have a different type, that's totally fine. And then what you also want to do, so I've zipped it up, but we're going to open it up a little bit because we want to get all the extra air out of it. So what you do is you kind of just gently try to get the air out without making it spill everywhere. So sometimes you can kind of lay it on its side a bit. Take this part. Alright, this is just going to help us later when we try to add the ice. It'll just help it to be a bit tighter and turn into ice cream a little easier. Alright, so I've got the air out, and I'm going to zip it up. And see how when you have the air out, it kind of looks like this. Just no extra air in there. I think that's pretty good. Alright, so next we're going to get our large Ziploc bag. So that is just over here. Alright, here's our large Ziploc bag, and I'm going to fill this halfway full with ice. So it's going to be quite a lot of ice. I'm going to get something to just scoop that out with. You might want some sort of measuring cup or something. I think I might just use this. Alright, so what I've done is I've just rinsed out my measuring cup that I was using for the cream. I'm just going to use that to scoop some ice. You can really use whatever you want. Okay, so I'm going to come over here. You can see freezer. Got my ice bag. I'm going to scoop some ice up. Here we go. This might take a little bit, so. Big chunk of ice here. Look at this one. I think I'm going to stick it in. I think it'll be fine. Alright, so far I've got this much ice. I think I'll just get a little bit more. gonna start there. It's a pretty good amount. Probably could use a little more if you have enough ice, but I think this will be fine. Okay, so now we are going to add the little bag into the big bag. Okay, and now I'm going to add just a little more ice on the top. Oh, sorry, actually, before you add the extra ice, what you're going to do is you are going to flip this back so you can see me over here. You're going to add a 1/4 cup of salt. So this just helps with the ice cream making process. So I've got my salt here, I've got my 1/4 cup. You're going to fill this up. Okay, now you're going to pour that into the ice. I'm going to mix it around a little bit. Get all in there. Okay, now we're going to add just a little bit more ice on top. Okay. Here's my ice measuring cup. You don't really have to measure it. I'm just using it to scoop it up. Alright, I've got this bag of ice in the fridge, or in the freezer, so I'm just going to put this here. So if you add ice on top, it just helps it to turn into ice cream a little more easily. There we go. Because then it just has the coldness on every side of the bag. And in the next part, we are going to get a lot of exercise shaking this around. Now this is a lot of ice, so. And it's going to be very cold, so you'll want to get some gloves or oven mitts that you can use to hold on to it. So I'll show you that in a second. Alright, thanks for bearing with me here. We've got our ice, we've got more ice, and we've got our bag in the middle. And don't forget the salt. 1/4 cup of salt also needs to go in there. Alright. Bye, freezer. Here we go. Okay. So here I'm just going to put this in the sink for now. And I'm going to find some oven mitts. Okay. Here I've got some oven mitts. So I'm going to, let me turn you around here. Okay, so I've got my bag here, I've got my oven mitts. So the oven mitts are just going to make it so that I can hold the bag without getting too chilly. So here we go. You know what, just to be safe, sometimes the ice can kind of pierce through the big bag if there's sharp pieces of ice. So I'm going to try to add another layer of Ziploc bag here. So I'm going to put the big Ziploc bag, if it will fit, into another big Ziploc bag. And if you don't want to do this, it's totally fine. I've just found when I've done this before that sometimes, if after you shake it for a while, it can kind of break through the bag. Okay, so it's okay if you want to do double layer on the big bag. On the little bag inside, it's best to just use one bag so that it gets nice and cold. Because if you put a little bag inside another little bag, basically it kind of protects the little bag from getting cold, or cold enough. So here we go. Let's put on our oven mitts. Here we go. All right, now we have 6 minutes that we need to shake this. So I'm going to put on some music. You can pick your favorite music if you want. If you want to put me on mute, feel free. And you can play whatever music you want. I'm just going to play this music that I have here. So I'll probably try to shake it for 2 songs. And sometimes you can kind of do this. You can kind of play catch with it. Do this. You can spin it in circles. Or you can go like this. Kind of swing it back and forth. Just want to make sure it gets shaken up nicely. So this is a really good amount of exercise. And if the sound of my ice shaking is annoying, feel free to put it on mute. How's it going, guys? Alright, sometimes if you get a little tired, you can set it on the counter and then kind of move it back and forth like this. You want to move it like that. You can also grab it by the top and kind of shake it back and forth. It's a good arm workout. Alright, now I'm going to try to kind of move it around like this. We'll keep going. You can do a little dance with it. Alright. I'd say about 2 songs is on it for me. Okay, and if you get tired, I'm a little tired. Hard work. Alright, so you can set it on the counter if you want. Kind of keep shaking. And if you have a friend with you, you can ask them to help. So you can take turns. Oh, this isn't a very peppy song, is it? Alright. Now I'm going to just check and see how it's coming along. Sometimes when I've done this, sometimes you need to keep shaking, so you just need to kind of check on it and see what the consistency is. This is actually pretty good. It seems like it's more done here than it is down here, so I'm going to try to get that part that's not as done down in the ice. And I'm going to shake it just a little bit more. Okay. Seal this up. Now the ice cream it makes, it won't be quite like the ice cream you get at the store. It will probably be not as thick, just because of the way we're making it. But it will still taste delicious. Oop, I'm getting ice everywhere, aren't I? All right. Here we go. Let's shake a little bit more. Ooh, okay. Try this method. Kind of shake it up and down. I think if you shake it really fast, that's the best way to do it. So you can kind of, here, just show you. If you can get it down the counter and kind of go like this. Working up a sweat here. Alright. Alright, let's test this again. Okay. Here, let me show you the bag. There we go, here's the bag. Let's open it up. Got another bag in here that I've done just for an extra layer of protection here. Okay. Now, here's our little bag. I think this is pretty good. Pretty cold, pretty thick, I would say. Alright, let's take it out. And if you want to keep shaking it, you totally can. Alright, so now I'm going to get a bowl out and scoop it in. So we need to enjoy our ice cream. So I'm going to go to the cabinet here, get out a little bowl, and then I'm going to go. So I've got a little bowl out. Now I'm going to get a spoon. Alright, I've got a spoon. So, let's open this little bag up. And if you want to kind of keep it in the ice a little bit so it stays nice and cold, you can totally do that. Alright, now, here it is. Opening it up. Now this is what the inside looks like. I'll try to show you here. See, that's what it's looking like. getting my instructions wet. There we go. So I'm going to scoop this in. Move that out. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to scoop this into my bowl here. Whoa, look at that. It's actually, that's pretty good. And if you really want to make sure it stays cold, you can set your bowl kind of on the bag of ice. Make sure it's sealed up. That way, it kind of stays cold. No, here's my spoon. Okay, let's keep going here. And if I don't have sprinkles here, but if you have sprinkles, that'd be super fun to add on top. You can add some chocolate sauce, really whatever you want. And you can also put it in the freezer if you want to. I would recommend taking it out of the bag and putting it in something else if you want to put it in the freezer, just so it doesn't kind of get stuck shut. And that way you'll probably get a little thicker ice cream, if you're not ready to eat it right this second. Wow, this is beautiful. Look at this ice cream. Looks so good. Alright, I'm pumped to eat this. A little bit more in there. Alright, that's pretty good. Got a little bit more in there, but that's fine. I won't make you sit here and watch me try to get every little speck out of there. I'm just going to dry my hands off a little bit. And here we go. Yum! Look how delicious this looks here. I'll try to get a view so you can really see the ice cream. Look at that! So good! Now, sometimes if yours doesn't look quite this thick, then I would just recommend that you keep shaking it a little bit longer, and if you want, you can pass it off to a friend to have them help you shake it a little bit longer. You can hear I sound a little winded, don't I, from all that activity. All right, so let's have some ice cream. That's some good ice cream. Tastes delicious. I don't normally eat ice cream this early in the day, but this is good. Yum, yum, yum. All right, so thanks so much for, oh, do I have ice cream on my face? No, don't think so. So thank you so much for joining me, guys. I had so much fun making ice cream, and I got a lot of good exercise trying to shake it up. So, yeah, thanks so much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoy your ice cream. Remember that you can always put it in the freezer for later if you want. I just recommend, you can always put it in a little dish and just stick it in there. Whatever, ask an adult, see what they think would be good to go in your freezer. All right, thanks guys. Hope you have a wonderful weekend and a great rest of your day. Bye.